Today we're back in Fiordland and we've got a deer, we've got Pauas, as you've seen we've been catching crays, and we've found some of these beauties. Just going to do a little bit of quality control. Absolutely beautiful. That was on the bottom about half an hour ago. Beautiful big oysters. So we've got a week of adventure here. More of oysters, crays, deer, and plenty of fish. Watch and see what happens. Today I've got 3 young keen spearos. They're all junior spearfishermen and they're after some New Zealand records. Now I've got Griff here on my right and Matt here on my left, and we've got Daniel with us who's already in the water. And we're going to see if we can get something like a record blue cod, maybe a butterfish, could be anything. So we're going to give it a shot and see how good these boys are. Their spears are a bit blunt from their practice days because they were targeting giant rockfish. Did a bit of damage to the guns and all the rockfish got away. So we'll see how they go. This is a nice looking spot right here, it looks beautiful. It's late in the afternoon, perfect time of the day to go for a dive. So we're into it. So we've been for our dive. The boys have got a couple of potential records here. We need an official weighmaster and you need official scales. So they have to be certified scales to do it all, and you have to measure all the fish as well. So first up we have got Matt's Trumpeter. That one there. And the official weight is, no, you call it?
1.08.
Which is what the official record currently is.
And we've beaten that already.
We've beaten that. Daniel here beat it the other day. So Daniel's unofficial record still stands. Now, the next species we have is a scarlet wrasse shot by Griffin. The scales are zeroed.
Oh, 0.92.
So 920 grams that fish weighs, which is a good size scarlet. Okay. So now we have to do the official measuring part. Oh, right. Still camera, don't I?
High.
Yeah.
And 25 centimetres around the girth.
And, oh, do we do its length?
Yep.
I just got to get photos. So that's how you officially weigh and measure a fish, and then you have to fill out all the necessary paperwork to do that. So done, and you have to get photographs of everything as well. So give me a rundown on this. How'd you get that?
Just breathed up, dove down, kind of just sat there on a rock for a while, just waiting, and then it just came through.
Nice Moki, eh? Be good smoked.
Good size. Yeah.
Nice, well done, man. Now, one of the things I get asked on a regular basis is how do I catch a crayfish, or how do I grab it? And that all depends on how they're sitting in the hole. So a lot of the time, the underhand grab like that is the best, if you can. Obviously my hand's not there. So they're sitting in a hole like that. You come in, slowly, 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 and then grab. But you've got to grab them with a bit of vigour. You can't just go in and wave your hands around and tap them on the horns, because the first thing they're going to do is they're going to shoot back into the hole. There are opportunities where you can come in and there's quite a big gap between the crayfish and the roof of the cave they're in. You can come in and get the overhand grab like that and push it down to the bottom and rip it out. Now if they're hanging on, when you've got hold of their horns like that, you push, pull, push, pull. Every time you push, they think they're getting away, and they let go for a split second, and as they let go, you're pulling them this way. So push, pull if they get jammed. There is sometimes an opportunity to come in like that, but at the same time come around behind like that and grab their tail. So sometimes, if you can be tricky enough, you can be waving this hand in front of their horns like this. Don't touch them, just wiggle your fingers a little bit, and at the same time quietly slip a hand around behind them, move your hand a little bit, they'll shoot backwards into your hand. You can start pushing them out, then grab them by the horns, pull them out. But most of the time it's the underhand grab like that, and it's got to be very, very quick. Don't grab legs. Legs are a waste of time. All you're going to do is rip legs off. If you find you've got a handful of feelers, don't try and pull it out. Try and hold it there. And if you can hold it there like that, you then slip your other hand in underneath quietly and get hold of the horns. But if you've only got feelers, do not try and pull it out. Just hold it. Just keep it still. And often you can get your other hand in under and pull them out by the horns. Sometimes you can get your hand sort of right and underneath, but you've got to be careful of that. With these big fighting claws, they'll dig them right into your arms and do you a lot of damage, as he's about to do. So you've got to be careful. Find one with two big fighting claws. These fighting claws, if you get a finger or a thumb stuck in there like that, see, the first thing he wants to do, he's crushing my finger. He's trying to drive that big fighting claw that's there. If we come down into the sunlight here, just come down. If I show you in the sunlight, if I bring it round, those spines there, see those big spines? If you get a finger jammed in there and he closes that big fighting claw, he will drive that spine right into your finger. So you do not want to let your hands get stuck in there. It'll do you an awful lot of damage. So if wherever possible, don't get your hands in under there and let those big fighting claws get you. If you're over the top sometimes like that, they can bring that big claw around and dig it in like he's doing right there now. Don't allow that either. Be very careful of that. You'll make a big hole in your hand. So you can get them like that, then change grip. You can grab them around there. Good place to hold them is across there. But when they're this big, they're very hard to hang on to, especially when they're fighting and they're green. They're very hard to hold on to. I like to, if it's a big cray sometimes like that, tuck the tail in and hold the tail tight. That's their propulsion. If you hold that tail like that, they can't. They've got no propulsion at all from there. But at all times, be careful of those big fighting claws. So that's your lesson on how to catch crayfish. Go forward and catch them. It's as easy as that.